All right, shalom, Israel, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would love to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakat HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whose taught us is 100% truth. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to the Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity. And shalom to the sincere Aquaf that may be out there watching and learning. To Betty a call from the GMS Columbus, Ohio branch. Coming back again with another lesson through the Spirit. Just a quick one, really. Lord willing, it's been on my spirit to speak about, just being there for your brother, man, and in a manner that not many people are. As brothers, man, we gotta be there for one another, and help build up one another. All right, because in this flesh, we're all lacking somewhere and something. All right, and even if Jake is pretty much on point, you got to be there to keep brothers in that spirit. Keep brothers on their toes. We got to keep each other on our toes, man. We can't allow ourselves to fall short. And we just got to make sure that each one of us are performing at the best rate we can. And with that, it takes pretty much some training. All right. It takes a lot of work. All right. It's not something that, just happens overnight. When you come to serve the Lord, man, it's work to be done. All right. And the work starts within ourselves. All right. And, it's not easy battling by yourself, and the brotherhood is always there through the Spirit to have your back. And that's what we're supposed to do. All right. So real quick, I want to start here. Classic Proverbs 27 and verse 17. It says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. You see? So I looked up that phrase, just a quick Google search, and I just want to read it real quickly. It says, iron sharpens iron is a proverb from Proverbs 27:17. That means people sharpen or improve each other through interaction and mutual influence. You see? So, it that encompasses a lot, the way you carry yourself. All right, because see, brothers look to one another. All right, brothers look to one another, man, and they watch the conduct, the way brothers move, the way brothers act, and especially for younger brothers, man. Some younger brothers don't have the gauge all the way to say, okay, well, this is not for me. Okay, I got to stay away from this. Okay, I can't do that as this brother can, So when it comes to that, we always got to be careful what we do and how we move in front of certain brothers, because it's like the scriptures say, all things will be lawful unto me, but not expedient, roughly paraphrasing, So when you're around certain brothers, man, we should always be in the spirit of sharpening one another up. All right, and that's why I'm sure across the board, we have days where we scoff, and ask certain questions, all right, and make each other go find the answer, all right, so that way we are sharpening one another. That way we are helping one another build up our arsenal, all right. That's just what we do, man, all right, and things like that, all those things matter, okay. So, the things that we do in the midst of brothers, man, we got to be mindful, all right, how we're dealing with things, man, all right, and that we're leading each other, all right, in the right way, okay, building each other up, putting that level of strength behind each other, man, all right. Just reading on, it says, much like two pieces of iron can be used to make each other sharper, this can happen through positive reinforcement, constructive criticism, and mutual accountability in areas like personal development, faith, and skills. You see, so you see a brother lacking in some areas, you got to get up on him, man. Hey, brother, you going off, man. Okay, you drinking too much, you eating too much, you dealing with women too much. All these things matter. All right, and it needs to be said that way. We will become sharper. All right, because a lot of things in this life are distractions. All right, they're in the way. All right, and they're pulling you away from being the best version of yourself. Okay, but I want to get this in the law, Leviticus 19 and verse 17. It says, "Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him." You see, and this all is going into sharpening one another, man. All right, you got to make sure your brothers is on point. Make sure one another is on point. Okay, we gotta be truly structured. All right, because the times we're coming in, man, we can't have no weak, feeble men, in the midst. We gotta be tough, man. All right, we gotta be sharp. All right, our minds gotta be sharp. All right, and I just want to get that real quick. Because this is the times we living in, man. 1 Peter 5 and verse 8, it says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." You see, and I'm gonna get that definition. Let me get this in the blue letter real quick. For vigilant, 1 Peter was at 5 and 8. Yep. So give me a second. Got his definition. Vigilant.
Strong's G 1127. Gregareo.
It says to watch, give strict attention to, be cautious, active. I like that, you see? So, in order to do that, you got to be on point. You got to be sharp. You can't be constantly distracted. We can't constantly allow certain things to be in our face that are not making us better. All right? The better you are, the more fit you are. All right? The more healthy you are. All right? The better it is for you to, the easier it is for you to focus. All right? And push through the times that we're coming into. Okay? And these are all attributes of being a brother, man. All right? And it ultimately goes into charity. All right? Because the scriptures speak heavily about charity amongst one another, man. All right? And charity, as been mentioned before, it's not just about giving money and, oh, here's with money, here's this and that whenever you need it. All right? That charity could be telling the brother no. Hey, brother, you don't need that, man. All right? Helping a brother go work out. The brother is struggling with getting active. Okay. Tell him, hey, brother, you got to get up and go do something, man. That might put that fire behind him. You might have to supplant, like, hey, brother, link up, man. We about to do this, we about to do that, man. Go work out. All right. Things like that, man. Jake lacking on lessons. All right. Hey, brother, come on. We about to do a lesson real quick. All right. Keep each other active. Keep each other moving. All right. That way we may be sharper, man. All right. We got to really get prepared for the times we're coming in, because Yahweh Shai is going to make his return real soon, man, Lord willing. All right. And we got to be prepared for that. We cannot allow ourselves to be caught in a slumber. All right. We gotta get up and get out, man. Do something. All right. But I want to end it off with this because a brother did a POD similar to what I'm going into the other day. And I just want to get this one. Romans 12, starting at verse 9, it said, "Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good." And it's the point. Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. You see? Preferring one another, man. Alright, you gotta be willing to, do and provide and help out and look out for your brother, man. In whatever manner, that fits. Alright, and sometimes you gotta go out your way. Alright, there are sacrifices that has to be made at times, man. Alright. Sometimes you gotta be inconvenienced. Alright, and that's okay. You gotta do that with the whole heart. Alright, and understanding that the deed that you are doing is helping lift up your brother, man. Alright? Helping lift up your friend. Alright? Your true friend. It's very important, man. And I just did a lesson the other day, going into constructive criticism. Alright? Telling the brother about himself. Alright? All these things matter, man. Alright? We can't allow each other to be less. Alright? We ain't gonna never be perfect until the Lord makes his return. But while we are here, we gotta live and treat each other the best we can. Alright? Constantly making steps forward. Alright? We gotta keep moving forward. Keep chipping away. Keep chipping away at everything, man. Alright? Lord willing. Okay? But that's it. Just sharpening the countenance of our brothers, man. Being there for one another. Helping one another grow in any way possible. Alright? With that, Lord willing, I was edifying. We want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makahakodash. Double honors again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone to say Shalom on the Bible Paul.